Hi guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. I don't know if you remember in the last race we actually done reasonably well. We finished 4th and 14th, which means we are 5th overall in the standings. Do have parts being built. I don't know if you remember at the end of last episode we decided we were going to get the suspension built. Sorry, just one second, I've got to turn the game down for myself. So we've got a new suspension built. It won't be ready until after the race. The Durex car, as I'm now lovingly calling it, is looking pretty damn good, I would say. I like the look of it. Our engine was 7th at the minute, but we haven't fitted our new engine. We do desperately need to get some decent cornering going on now. We are in Munich today, and you know what? I'm tempted to go with the whole 6th or above thing. I'm tempted, and in fact, we're going to go for it. We've got a slightly faster engine now, I believe, on this car, so we may be able to get away with it. So far, Lara's had a good session, hasn't she? She's had a 2nd and a 4th. Could it be our season? Probably fucking not. My intention is, and it's maybe incredibly ambitious, and I'm sure one or two of you watching will probably turn around and go, yeah, it does seem pretty fucking ambitious, to be fair, to be promoted by the end of next season. We've kind of not really progressed, have we, since we've been here? And I think that is basically because I keep spending money on the wrong things. We do need to just work on our parts now. I am desperate for us to go up to the next challenge, which is it's going to be a lot harder. But I want to get this. I actually kind of now want to get this playthrough done. Some of you might sort of go, "What do you mean done?" Basically, I want to finish it. I want to mess around with a couple of mods. I know we've obviously got the sponsors up and that, but they don't seem to be really working properly. But I want to mess around with the ice mod, and I mean, I could run them concurrently, but I've got a lot of playthroughs happening all at once, and I'd much rather just get one playthrough of this game done at a time. Yeah, okay, I've got the 2 Football Manager playthroughs going on, but one of them's more of a personal save. The Liverpool one is more of a personal save than a YouTube save, if that makes sense. I mean, with the Liverpool one, that's probably the one that if I ever go onto Twitch, which I'm intending to do at some point, I do want to stream, that's the one I'd probably play with, just for shits and gigs. But yes, I kind of want to get it done so we can push, if that makes sense. So we are going to get this sped the fuck up. Now, if you remember rightly, next season there is a change to one of the tracks, and this season we do have an 11th race. So, talking about money and improving as well, I know I fucking chop and change, don't I? I go off on tangent and come back. So with the money, we need to be a bit more careful because we've now got a budget for an extra race, and it might make things a little bit harder for us. So Lara's happy to weight distribution. So I'm going to be careful about what parts he's happy to gearing, what parts we build. So obviously with the suspension being the cheapest part to build, we are going to look at that. We are going to make that a priority, and then we're going to look at the gearbox, because we've made a couple of engine parts. So it's going to be, like I say, suspension, gearbox, and then maybe a bit more on the engine. We're going to bring both guys in. We've got excellent, poor, great. Send Lara out. Keep it on the same stint, on the race stint. Keep it on the same tyres. So let's push that far. I might do it. So yeah, I can't even remember what I was talking about now. This threw me slightly. So we're talking about suspension getting up, getting the engine up, and then trying to push on. So what did we say we were going to finish the season? We were going to finish 6th, didn't we? Is that what we told the chairman? I'm sure that's what we told the chairman. But we're going to try to improve that. Good, excellent. That's not too bad. Let's get you on 8 laps. Same tyres, yeah. But yeah, so we said we're going to finish 6th. I think we can probably do a little bit better than that. I just wanted to play it safe. But I am intending next season, I want this to be the penultimate season in the GT Challenger series. After this, I want us to step up, and then maybe 5 seasons to win that tops. Yeah, 5 seasons. I mean, what's this? This is season 4. We're looking to get through in season 5. I would say if we get through season 5, at 5 seasons to then win the next challenge series is fairly doable. Why are we not getting decent knowledge here? We should have got... I mean, we're getting... don't know. I mean, it's a 12-minute session. We've done 8 minutes. We're into this. Don't know. But, yeah, like I say, we're looking at maybe 10 seasons on this playthrough. So I think there's only 2 leagues in the GT Challenger series, in the GT series. I'm not sure. If that is the case, then it's going to be a 10 series, I guess. It's going to be a 10 series playthrough, and then we're going to look at doing the ice mod. I do want to play around with that ice mod, and then we'll look at the F1 series with that. This was originally just me wanting to just do something for myself, if I'm completely honest. Alright, let's bring both these drivers in. We do get level 3. We're not going to get qualifying trim or anything. We've got excellent, good, excellent. There's no point in even trying to get qualifying trim, to be honest. Let's just try to get that a little bit further that way. See how that works out. Vosu's not going to get a chance to even head out. That's not an issue though. Not really. So yeah, so 10 series, yeah, 10 seasons in this, and then ice mod. Unless, of course, they decide to bring out a new series mode altogether in that, in which case maybe we have a look at doing that one. I can't see it happening anytime soon. Just 1 second, just going to have a sip of beer. It's really weird, I've been kind of nursing this beer for a couple of hours now, but what can you do? Not really a great session, but we're still messing around, aren't we? So medium tyres, fuel economy just because, and super overtake mode obviously in the medium tyres. So the car setup isn't great. That's a kind of a downgrade, isn't it? It's 89%. That was 93%. Where did we go with the steering? So actually we want to come this way a little bit on that steering, don't we? Is that right? It's not really changed anything, has it? Let's try that one out. Take the softs. You were good, excellent. Now you... So perhaps we go... I'll have a look at that and go to softs. But now the ice mod looks amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen the ice mod. It brings in sort of different cars for one. It brings in all sponsors, more realistic liveries, whatever you want to fucking say. Get these both on auto. Obviously realistic sponsors. There's a whole lot of stuff involved in it, and it just looks amazing. It won't load up for this. Not properly. I tried getting it loaded up in for the GT series, but then you had like Lara with Fernando Alonso's face and stupid stuff like that, you know, and it didn't really sort of fit right. So it's just something I'm going to have to mess around with. Perfect. Lovely stuff. So this may be as good as it gets for us. Hopefully we've got the right setups on these guys. Obviously we did sort of tweak the setups again. Vosu is just absolutely flying, really. I mean, Blasi's got a faster lap, but he just seems to be a little bit faster than Lara. I don't know what it is. He's got a shitter car. So there is water on the track now, so we went out just about the right time. Everyone else should be slowed down. So we get these guys in. Obviously Blasi was directly behind us, so he won't slow down too much. If we get these guys in, we might be able to get them sent out on the Inters in time. Let's have a look, see what this rain is doing. Looks to be holding relatively steady. And that fades out. Let's get them on Inters. So we've got great across the board. It's not bad, is it really? And that was worse. So we're just going to stick with that for a minute. And then, so you went that way and you didn't like it. So let's go the other way. So there. What do you reckon? Does that look good to you guys? Is it the winning touch? Could be the winning touch. Let's get you on Inters. Did we actually put... We did put her on Inters. That's fine. If we're lucky, we can get around here. Be quick, Vosu. I'll be able to get another lap out. I just want to be able to... I mean, getting another lap out doesn't really affect us. I'm sure we'll go through in second and third for this part. But it does mean we can just play around with our car settings that a little bit more. And just eke out at every second of performance. Overheated, good. Not so great. Do get a flying lap there. I don't think Vosu's going to get around in time. Especially now the water on the track's gone. Did get a perfect. That is a little bit unfortunate. Come on, Lara. Talk to me, girl. Give me some feedback. That's all I'm asking for. We know you're not going to get faster time because the water on the track's just fucking gone. That's my fault, really. I should have looked at that, but I just really wanted to get some more feedback. The Dogtooth Lake Motor Group, Blasien, first for Q1. Who's gone out? Critchley and Pernett out in Q1. That's surprising. Pernett was first in the championship. Obviously Critchley in 10th. That is surprising. Quite heavily surprising, actually. Let's take Q2. Hopefully we'll get a 6th or above finish again. Alright, let's get these fuckers straight out. Let's not cock around too much. Just try that one. Just to have a look. On the softs. Off you go. I mean, it's better. But I feel like we need to go with the steering just a bit more that way. Just play with that. Get them both out. So go auto again. So just do let me know what you guys think so far this season. What you think about my plans with regards to the series. Do you like the idea of maybe getting to 10th season and then calling it a day? Obviously, as long as we get promoted and that and win the titles. Or do you want me to carry on with this series? I mean, to me, once we've won the title, it kind of seems like a little bit pointless. I really want to do the ice mod though. Just let me know what you guys think. I mean, if you want to see the ice mod going, then we may just get to winning the GT Challenger series and then calling it a day and then going on with the ice mod. Is it starting to fucking rain? It is starting to fucking rain. We may just about get a nice lap here and everyone else might get a little bit slower. Blasi obviously not going to. But it may affect everyone else before it affects us. I do hope that is the case. It looks like it will be. And that is just fine with me. So it's going to be less a case of our cars are that good and more a case of the rain fucked them up. That's what it is. Can we get another one out? Is it even worth getting another one out? We'll have a look. Figure out what the cars are saying. Didn't really do much. That's 93%. That's 96%. So we're going to carry on with that one. Do we bother? Nah. But we know which setup we're going to use. That is the main thing. I know it's going to be a little bit boring sitting here just watching two guys in a pit, not doing much, but what's the point sending them out? They're not going to get around in time. We know that. So, second and third. Ninth is going out. Who's ninth? Gomez. No, you're not going to get anywhere, mate. You can try, but you're not going to get round in time to get another lap out. But if you look on the map, I say we'll even highlight Gomez. We'll go on Gomez. He's got a broken neck and everything. 14th and 15th. They try to get out. Giuliani, Wilson, Landvik. Some big names going out early. Landvik and Giuliani especially. Channon's not a bad driver, neither is Amura. Landvik, however, oh fucking hell. I mean, there's third there. Giuliani 9th, Channon 7th. Out in Q2 is a surprise. And they will be disappointed. We, however, will be quite fucking happy. Especially now it's fucking raining. Oh, hell yeah. Is that going to hold? We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. We're going to go with mediums. That was a nice little tweak. I just realised he's got an excellent there. So we are going to risk it on the old mediums. I feel like the weather may dry up. If it doesn't, then we should just about have enough time to get an inter out. But I feel by the time we've done our flying lap, the water may dissipate. That is my fucking hope anyway. So it's starting to dissipate, as you can see. Once we get to this 6-minute mark, should get the second half of our lap should be a lot faster. So as we can see, Lara is coming around the penultimate corner into the final corner, straight through. So we will be slow to start, but the second part of this should be a lot fucking quicker. We know Blas is quick, that doesn't really matter. 3 seconds behind at the minute, but can we make it up for it here when everyone else is on inters and we're on the better tyres? Can we make up for it? 4 seconds behind? Probably not. It's Lara with 5th and 6th. How is everyone else doing though? Everyone else on dry tyres. We get pushed out of our sponsorship objective. We will go out straight away again, and we're going to go out on the softs. It didn't quite work out. If we'd have gone with the softs, I think we'd have been okay. I think we'd have just got ahead of Wulfrath. That's how much the softs can make, difference-wise. Let's get them straight on the softs. Fuck them straight off. Quickly, mate. Don't even fuck around. Off you go. Need a very, very quick change. They're locked into the softs as well, unfortunately. This is going to be fucking tight. Tighter than a duck's arsehole. Vosu, I don't think it's going to make it round. Lara should just about get there. We just need one of them to just finish that a little bit faster. Top 6. And that's 325 grand for us. And that's 325 grand that could make or break the season. And it's just started raining again. Not good. Not good. Come on, Lara. Not good. Oh, it's the flying lap. It's the flying lap and it's fucking rain on the fucking... Oh, that's not going to help us out. So Lara's not going to go through in 6th. Vosu just outside in 7th. And that is a disappointing end to this qualifying. Oh. An incredibly disappointing end. Yeah. Fuck a duck. Not good. Not good at all. Sorry, the game's just paused a second. I had a notification come up on Discord and I had to deal with it. So 7th and 8th, we don't get the money, but it's not a bad qualifying, I guess. So that's qualifying in 4th overall. So let's have a quick look. We are locked into these tyres. So let's have a look at these 6 to 8. So we're going to get 10 to 12 out of those. That's 29 a lap. So let's get this fuel option sorted out. We know we're going to get 7 to 9, is it? 6 to 8. Okay, so we're going to take 11 laps of fuel on Lara. And then we're going to take 12 laps of fuel on Vosu. So now we're going to take 13 with Vosu. Vosu's going to take supercharge mode, the super overtake. That's going to be one of his options. We will take the race trim and super overtake mode. Lara's going to get race trim and pit stop guru. And driver strategy to start. It's your normal. It's your normal. smash into it, super overtake for 1 lap. So Blasi, Cooper, Soinen, Mikhailovic and Holgersen in the top 5. Can we do anything here? We're going to crank it up a little bit to speed 2. Obviously, I know in one of the races earlier on that you may have watched, I say earlier on, I recorded it earlier on today, you would have watched it like 5 days before this. We had one of the speeds cranked up to full, and it was well documented. It was because I was desperate for a poo. So yeah, we're not going to be doing that today, don't worry. We're going to have it mid-speed. Just getting a little bit tired now, to be honest. But I wanted to get this out. I was so looking forward to this. This series. I just wanted to crack it out. Vosu up into 4th, Mclaren 8th. Vosu's going to dip down a position to 5th because he took a terrible driving line. But Vosu with the fastest, briefly had the fastest lap. Lara in 7th has pushed up to 5th. No, that's 6th. Vosu is holding 5th. Should take it on the inside here. 4th, 5th. Our drivers are doing pretty damn well. I know we shouldn't, because Lara is number 1 driver. But Vosu's just that little bit quicker for some reason. Oh, we needed to drop the tyres, didn't we? Shit. Let's get the tyres dropped down to conserve. Switch back to Lara. She's in 2nd. Vosu in 5th. Cutting up on the inside for 4th. Nearly had 2nd. Who is 1st? Blasi's 1st. We know he's quick. We've seen that in qualifying. But we are keeping up with him just a little bit. So Lara's probably got 3 more laps to go with her tyres. Not bad. Not bad at all. And probably the same for Vosu. I think we're probably going to need to bring in Lara first around about lap 5. It's a little bit early for my liking, but you got to do what you got to do. Vosu in 5th is going to lose out 6th, unfortunately. And guys are catching up with us, partly because we've had to drop down the tyres. We're going to get you going to neutral. You're going to churn up your tyres just that little bit faster, I'm afraid, Lara. We do want to get you in. So Vosu is down in 6th now. So Lara's falling behind Blasi a little bit, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. So how are we looking? Don't worry about the fuel, mate. You ask us every fucking race. Both of them will. She'll ask me about it in a minute. What are we doing about the fuel? Fuck all. Let me deal with the fuel. Every race I whinge about it as well. Wish they'd just shut the fuck up and leave me to it. So Vosu's gone up to 5th, taking over Mikhailovic. Lara's just set a new fastest Dexter. Can she set a new fastest lap? That's the question. She has caught up a little bit with Blasi here. Doesn't set a new lap, but we are going to pitch her on this one. There's 24 laps remaining. We get 14 to 16 out of the mediums. So if we can get 16, that would leave us with 8, yeah? If we can get 14, that would leave us 10. We could do that. So we're going to go 16. Parts will be fine at this point. We're not going to go overcharging. And we will take a risky fast one. How much fuel did I chuck in? Can we take... We'll take that. So once Lara's pitted, obviously we'll get Vosu in on the next lap. We're really catching up with Blasi here. In fact, I think next corner, possibly, we could take him. Going to get Vosu to speed up a little bit on his tyres. Question is Blasi going to come in? Blasi is not coming in yet. That is questionable from him. His tyres are a little bit better than ours though, so maybe not so questionable. So we're coming in. I think we're the only person to come in at the minute. Vosu's going to push up into 5th. We're going to drop you down, mate. You can go to conserve, alright? We're going to get you in on the mediums again. And you're going to get 17 laps worth of fuel. Parts are looking alright, I guess. We'll take a risky fast one. Yeah, we'll take a risky fast one. Can Vosu do anything from 4th though? Can he improve? Can he improve his position? That was a good pit there for Lara. Coming out in the 18th. The rest of the pack will probably end up pitting at some point soon. I feel like the majority of the drivers, though, are probably going to go for one-stoppers. Unless, of course, they still have part problems. Now, some drivers will have part problems remaining. Sounds like saying heart problems, doesn't it, really? No, they do have part problems. We have been undertaken by Channon, who's not going to come in yet. Can we get a nice pit stop for Vosu, please? No fuck-ups. Good on the... Yep, good. Lara in 13th. Can we get a nice exit for Vosu? Vosu into 17th, just about pulling ahead of Holgersen. Now, Lara, how far behind are you? You're not that far behind, really. You can do something here. You can maybe catch up with a bit of the pack. Minzer's going to come in soon. Channon and Blasi have surely got to come in soon as well. Let's get you on neutral. So who's that in the pit? Minzer has come into the pit. He is the only one in the pit. I don't think Vosu's going to be able to do anything here, unfortunately. No, it looks like he's going to get out before we get there. Oh, just sneaked in front of him. I don't know if you watched that on the map. Lara on the inside has now taken Farah. Farah versus Lara, or Lara versus Farah, I don't know. But she was happy with it. She's still trying to take Philip Taylor here. Come on the inside. Try to get around it on the inside if you can, Lara. It's the best place to go. Now, Vosu in 17th. Let's switch to Vosu. Vosu's not been a bad driver recently for us. Considering that both drivers have taken a pay cut, I'm really surprised that they're driving so well. Lara in 10th still. Vosu trying his best, bless him. Trying to keep up with Gomez. Now, who is going to pit soon? I feel like Nahui is going to pit relatively soon. Channon's going to pit relatively soon. Giuliani, Landvik, Critchley. All drivers I feel need to pit very soon. Hopefully we can just keep our tyre degradation high enough that it's not going to affect us that much. Sorninen's still got fresh tyres. I'm just looking at softs here. Nahui is definitely going to have to go in soon. Blasi's just jumped up a position to 7th as well now. So, can Lara do anything with Nahui here? I mean, he's not going to pit now, but she could do something. I mean, she's gaining on him pretty damn quickly. Come on, Lara. Channon's in the pit. Can we get ahead of him? At least gain a position that way. We do get ahead of him. We're up into 9th. And we have just taken Nahui for 8th. That is good to see. Let's head over to Vosu real quick. I should switch between the drivers more often, just so we can see how they're getting on. I don't do it often enough. I usually stick on one driver and just look at the map. And I don't know if you guys check out the map or not, but I'm always checking out the map to see how we're doing. So we're not doing too badly. Let's get back to Lara real quick. Can we make anything around this corner? No one's pitting. Blasi with a new fastest lap, unsurprisingly. Now, back to Vosu. Does have Minzer on his tail. We'll look to make a bit of a gap here. Don't think it's going to be able to, though. Don't worry about the fuel levels. See, they always fucking whinge about the fuel levels. Wilson coming into pit on this lap. Critchley probably will do as well. I reckon Landvik and Amura will probably look at going to do it soon. They might hold on till the next lap. I feel like Perna, Amura, and maybe even Giuliani are going to do one-stoppers. A little bit annoying we can't do that, but it is the GMA rules apparently. So there is that. We're up into 6th now, which is the sponsorship target. We've made ourselves a nice bit of a gap as well. Vosu should be able to gain 3 or 4 positions here. He has gone up into 14th from 17th, so 3 positions. Lara's got an 11 seconds, well, nearly enough 11 second gap. I think it's more like a 10 second gap now between her and Channon. She does have people in front of her pitting too, so maybe we can just push that a little bit more and get ahead. So who is pitting? We've got 3 drivers in the pits. So we're up into 3rd with Lara. Now, Vosu probably won't be able to make anything of the majority of these guys, but it does look like he's going to get 1 position at least. So, yeah, we're just taking Minzer. Lara in 3rd still. Lara is... well, Channon's very quickly catching up with Lara, actually. He's down at 8 seconds now. So, got 14 laps to go still. We want to get another 5 laps out of these tyres if possible. Should be able to do it. I'm really surprised that Pernat hasn't come into pit. Blasi, unbelievably, he's like straight back at the top. And he's got lots of wear left on his tyres too. So, not a lot we can do about him. Nice bit of work from Vosu, trying to gain a bit of distance between him and Minza. Lara is dropping speed, unfortunately. We will have to come back on the tyres just to get and probably on the fuel as well. We want to get at least another lap, maybe 2 laps out with her. So Pernat has gone into the pit. We have dropped down to 5-second gap between us and Channon, but I'm not expecting us to get podiums in this race, if I'm completely honest. Vosu up into 11th, gaining a bit of distance. So we're going to see if we can get one more lap out of Lara here, and then we're going to bring her in for new tyres, and we're going to give her softs. That is the intention. So we may have to go hybrid mode for majority of this lap, but that is the intention. Now, Blasi's obviously not going to pit yet. No chance of Channon pitting, but Lara will need to pit. So 12 laps remaining, we get 10 to 12. Maybe not. I don't think I want to risk it. I think we're just going to do that. Give her another set of mediums. Go 15. Yeah. Recharge the battery. No. Carry on fast. Park conditions should be fine. What happens if we do that? That's a free position change. No. So Lara will come in for this one. She is going to lose second place to Channon, I'm afraid. That's just part and parcel of it. And we have got low fuel. But if we carry on with the strategy we've got, we should be fine. Channon does have part problems, which is well, that's very fucking good to see. Hopefully, and again saying that, Vosu's having issues with his suspension, so Vosu's going to get one more lap out. We're going to switch him down to high as opposed to like the big ERS push. And we're going to have to get you onto that. So Vosu up into 9th. Channon does come out in 13th. That's not bad, I guess. Down into 14th, actually. That's a little bit worse, but still, it's not horrendous, you know. Vosu is still pushing around. Vosu's going to have to pit on this one. 11 laps remaining. We're going to give him 17 laps worth of fuel. It's excessive, but he's going to be on that big push. Park conditions fixed apart. It's going to come out on 18th. Maybe what I'll tell you is that. Yeah, we'll do that. Take it fast. Right. We've got new tyres, haven't we? No. Apparently we didn't even do that. That could have been an interesting one. Right. So that's what we're going to have to do. How are other drivers looking? So let's go to Blasi. You're fine. Channon, you've got part issues still, but you're not coming in. Fingers crossed you fucking break down. Giuliani's fine. Christie's fine. Omura's fine. Holgerson, fine. Landvik is fine. Wilson, we need these cars to fuck up. That's the thing. We need everyone else's cars to be broken. And they're not getting broken. It's just Channon's one that's struggling a little bit. Oh, and Gomez. So Vosu is coming out in last place, and he has been blue flagged now. A little bit irritating, but not really a lot we can do about that. So let's get back to Lara. She's got 25% battery charge. I think we're going to hold on to that for now. We are going to hold on to that for now, actually. Let's go to overtake mode. And the reason we're going to hold on, and it's neutral actually as well. Fuck. The reason we're going to hold on to that is because, well, I want to save it for a good point. We're going to try and use it. Oh, hello, who's pitting? Cooper's pitting. We're going to use it when we come up to a decent corner and try to overtake people. That is my intention with this charge. So we've managed to get around Cooper very, very briefly, but we should pull ahead of him again now. And he's going to pit. So let's use this. Put a bit of distance up into 9th. Vosu's got 22%. He does desperately need to catch up though. He is massively behind. So we may even push his tyres just a touch. He does get ahead of Channon, fortunately. Lara is sitting 7th still. I don't know if these guys are going to have to pit anytime soon. Minza's definitely going to have to pit, there's no doubt about that. He's not going to be able to hold on those tyres. Let's go back to Vosu. Vosu's the one who's going to need our help the most, I feel. Pardon me. We're going to push on Lara's tyres as well. Vosu's got 18th in his sights. Pernet is in his sights. That's good to see. It does look like Lara could potentially catch up with Wilson soon. I still think Critchley's definitely going to have to pit. Amura and Wilson may have to pit as well. And if they do both pit, then we can get 6th, which is the target for us. Just for the money. We do have Holgson right on our tail though, and he's got softs. Talking of which, Vosu's just dropped down to 20th. Channon just absolutely knocking the shit out of him there. There are people in the pits, but they've just exited, which is a little bit it's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. So is that. You're going to have to deal with it, I'm afraid, Lara. Let's go back to Lara. You've just dropped a position down to 7th. Why are you dropping positions? Is it because we've given you far too much fucking fuel, so you're heavy? Well, that's what it is. Wilson is coming into pit, so we should be able to pull in ahead there. It looks like someone else is in the pits as well. So we're up into 5th. Nice. Don't know how long we're going to hold it. Probably not very long at all. But we are up into 5th. Gomez has had to retire, which means that Vosu is now no longer last on a technicality. But that's the best kind of not last. We will lose a 5th out by the looks of things to Holgerson. Holgerson is just a freak. We know Holgerson. We remember Holgerson from the first season, don't we, really? I think it was Holgerson. I'm sure he was there in the first season. But he's going to take us on the inside. Pretty damn sure of it. We can get a couple more positions here though. We are up into 3rd. We're right on the tail of 2nd to Giuliani, who does have park problems, so fingers crossed there. He's going to have to break down and retire. Fingers crossed. We do have Holgson right on our arse, so that is the only issue. I feel like the tyres should last. I know we're going to push the cars, we're pushing the tyres, but we need to. Oh, don't worry about the tyre deck. We'll bring it back, alright? How about that? So Vosu, you need to sort your life out, mate. Because you are sort of sucking in 18th here in a minute. Can you please maybe push forward? Catch up. Anyone in front of you going to pit soon? Farah? Farah's in the pits. Can we take Farah? Can we take Farah? Can we take Farah? Up into 17th. Lara's still sitting pretty in 3rd at the minute. Can we hold on to 3rd? I would like another podium for Lara. That'd be a great little finish for her. You know, two podiums in 3 races would just be, well, it would set her off basically. It would keep her very happy. It would keep me very happy. It would keep the sponsors happy. It would keep the chairman happy. It would keep us all happy, really, wouldn't it? It'd keep you guys happy, I hope. What would really make me happy is if Giuliani's car manages to magically break down. He seems to have been going forever on broken parts. Get the tyres pushed up again. Holgerson does seem to be catching up with us. I don't like that. This is right on the last lap now. Can we get it? Can we get 3rd? We do get... No, we don't. Okay, still one more to go. I thought that was it. Clearly I was fucking wrong. Sorry, Vosu, mate. You can fend yourself. We've got to keep an eye on old Lara here. Oh, I want Giuliani just to break down right on this fucking last corner. Come on. Just fail. I want those parts to fail. So desperately want those parts to fail. Just see Vosu there. Come on, don't lose out. Don't lose out to Holgerson. He is using a boost. Oh, yes, in 3rd. So it is another podium for Lara. Vosu, disappointing finish, unfortunately, down to 17th. That's because we had to fix that suspension, I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's what done it. But at least he finishes, unlike Gomez. He's going to be, yeah, he's disappointed with that. So if it's any consolation, Vosu, I'm fucking disappointed in that. I'm disappointed in you. You should be embarrassed of that. Is that a bit harsh? Fuck him. Cunt. So, Lara 3rd, Vosu disappointingly 17th. Any problems? No, of course not. Landvik does lose a couple of positions though, for whatever reason, and obviously Gomez retired. And Lara gets a nice 3rd place finish. She goes back up to 2nd. Vosu's just slipping down to 15th. And we're sitting 4th in the championship, 1 point ahead of Grand Slam Motorsport in 5th. Let's have a quick look at the interview. We know there's going to be an interview. And then we're going to have a look at our parts. We're going to bring it up to the next race like we normally do. I normally bring it up to the next race, don't I? And then we're going to cut it out, leave it on a cliffhanger. Because I'm like that. That's what I do. That's my thing. Yeah. I'm just thinking about the designing parts and wonder if we do go for a gearbox. So he's happy. Can we skip all this bollocks? So big changes here. Big changes here. Overtaking smoothness on 20 is nice. Quite a few changes there. Smoothness 18. We need to work on your overtaking. I think that's what's holding you back, to be honest. We dust 898 grand. Not as bad as what we were doing last season. If you remember rightly, we were like 1.3 million if we didn't hit targets. Blasi obviously got fastest. Always does, doesn't she? Let's have a look at Blasi. Fucking you what? Look at those stats. £1 million. No, you can't have her. We can't afford her. Do you want to join anyway? Fucking stats. If we had a better car, I'd pay out for her and then just, you know, just take the big money thing every time, second or better. Enrique Lara is beaten by Eva Blasi. If Blasi's interested, that'd be a wonderful idea. These two don't like us. Blasi would be interested in joining us now. Let's have a look at Blasi actually. Is she a pay driver? Is she a pay driver? Is she a... No, she's not. £1 million. But look at her. Smoothness 19, cornering. It's the overtaking that's killing it. But easy on fuel. Burns less fuel. Marketability. I kind of need her in my life, to be honest. Here's the car repairs complete. Nice to see. The suspension has been finished by the 12th, so 2 more days to go. Nice. Let's get this sorted out. 319 maximum performance on that. We can do better. We can do better. So let's build another suspension. I know we talked about maybe doing a gearbox, but we need to do the suspension really. 25 and that brings us up to 359, and then in the next part, what do we do? We take that one. I can see it's got medium speed plus 50, but these are on certain tyres. And that was during the race. But I feel like that, the plus 40 to max, that's going to be the one we take for the next one. Yeah, that's going to be the one we take. And then, I guess, the thing is, the illegal parts aren't actually that much better, are they? I mean, we can do one of the illegal parts after this, potentially. I feel like taking that more than anything. And that's the plus 20 to max. So we need... No, we can't do that, can we? So we need this one no matter what. And then it's that one, and then we take that one. Once we've got these three together, we're going to build another one, and it's going to include this part here. And then maybe for the end of the season we do another one. But that's what it's going to cost us. 300,000. It's not a bad trade-off for a part such as that. Let's have a look at improving the parts real quick. Our engine is getting there. Let's work on reliability, I think, more than anything. We need to take away from that suspension, put into that one. Yeah. It's 148 days after the race, the performance has increased. I feel like that's a better option. So 28 days after the race, all of these will be 100%, and both of those will be ready sort of shortly afterwards. So do we have a spare sponsorship slot? Not yet. We do have 3 sponsorships coming up after the next race though. It does improve our options massively. Maybe be able to take 3 to 4 million. What did that say about... Did you see that mail come up? Holston's talking about maybe moving. Is she a pay driver? No, she's not. She's buttered up, though. 1.3 million. Imagine if we had Holston and Blasi. So, GT Challenger Series ace Jacob Vosu, I hardly call him an ace, was snapped fighting last night at trendy high-end night spot Shoosh. Grappled with an unknown 24-year-old fighting over someone. Focused down 2 for 1 week. That's fine. We were not going to be racing. That's gone. That's gone by the time we get there. So, scouting reports finished. We haven't looked at the scouting reports yet, have we? I looked at some youngsters. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. So these guys are no good, really. Might be fairly decent as a backup driver, I guess. So, this is the GT Championship. Got Tanaka going through. It's a shame we can't look at their cars just to see. There's 12 rounds in this. Olin's still sitting up there, look. Unfortunately, his teammates, the one's going to drag him down. Hume and McLeod for Hammer AMR. God. It looks like a long way off, doesn't it? Getting up to that point. Financial management. Yes, yes, all the time. You need to make it last. I know. I remember, alright? I remember the mistakes from last year. It's not... We're not going to have the same mistakes this year, honestly, I promise. Seriously, don't worry about it. So, improve parts. I feel like 81% is enough. 81 to 66%, yeah, that's enough, it's fine. Fit parts. We might fit that new suspension on, actually. Where is it? Where is our suspension? There it is. So, like so. Slightly better. Yeah, that'll do. So let's design another bit of suspension. Another bit of kit. Go with that one. And that one. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to take 2 there. We can't. How is that only going to cost us 300 grand? Oh, it's during the race, isn't it? Shit. Why is this locked? Requires handling development center at level 1. So we could take that as just during the race. Oh, I don't want that. That's no good to me. We have to take this one, don't we? Yeah, we're going to have to take that. And then for our last one, we're going to have to take these 2 bits added in. So plus 35, plus 30. I mean, that's not bad. We definitely have to have that one, though. I mean, we could go with that one for our illegal part, bring the red zone down. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. So it's another 300 grand for another set of suspension. And then once that suspension has been built, I maybe think we look at the gearboxes. I think that is the plan. It's got to be, really, hasn't it? So we've got 3 sponsorship deals. But this is going to be the end of the episode. Now, if you did like the episode, please do send me a comment, a cheeky little comment. I like my cheeky comments. Like and subscribe. Share it with your mates. Add me on Twitter. I have put my Twitter account into my channel banner now. If it's hard to read, do let me know. I kind of like the font, but it is supposedly a little bit hard to read. Just let me know. And yeah, hit me up on Twitter, like and subscribe, share with your mates, cheeky comments, all that jazz, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.